What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? What's happening? Who's here? What's up? All right, guys, let's just kind of show the screen really quickly. Hey, what's happening? Hey, welcome everybody to the Trade Zone. I'm your host, Jeff Moore. Today is, what's today? Wednesday, September the 15th. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Hopefully everybody had a good day. Gonna dive into some stuff here in a second. So hopefully y'all rock and roll. Let me know who's here. So just a little bit about this show. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I go live, right? I do kind of a market review to take a look at the, the indexes, crypto, Forex, and kind of just tie it all together for the day. Look for some setups, call it a day. So if you're here, let me know because it's been an interesting week. All right. Let me just kind of set some stuff up. I see a couple people here. Make a comment. Let me know y'all are here. All right. So who's here? John. What's up, John? Yeah, you know what? It's interesting, John, because my kid was supposed to have baseball. So I'm trying to shuffle around the live in between baseball. Today he was sick. He didn't have baseball, so I don't know. It's kind of different, but the goal is to, between 5 and 6 o'clock. I wish I had a set time, but I don't. But between 5 and 6 o'clock, we should be good to go. All right. So, what's up, Lance? What's up, John? All right, guys. Let's rock and roll. Let's take a look at the market, see what's happening. Hey, thanks for the comment. I appreciate it. All right. So I got some interesting stuff to talk about today. Interesting. So before we jump into it, for those of you that are new, I'm Jeff. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, all I ask is, hey, if you find value in what I do, subscribe. 2, hit that little bell, right? There's a little bell that you can hit. It'll notify you whenever I go live, when I shoot brand new videos. And you guys know me, I'm being a lot more active now. I do a video. Wait till you see Tuesday. Oh my gosh, I got a good one coming for you on Tuesday. Thursday, I do video review. So tomorrow, I got an email today about a video. I don't know, it sounds too good to be true. So I'm going to review it tomorrow in my video, right? So we're trying to be active, but I got some good stuff to talk about, all right? So here we go. And for those of you that were in my live class today, Lance, I know you were there. Hopefully you enjoyed the live class because there's a lot of good stuff coming. So let's get into it. All right, so I'm going to start off by looking at the SPX. Now, the SPX was up 37 points today. There's something different about this day, though. Now, I have been telling everybody, people think I'm crazy, but I have been telling everybody over this entire period, pullbacks create opportunity. This is very important because what happens is when the market is pulling back, most people, they run away. But I've been telling everybody that I was loading up positions here, 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 here. Now, when I say loading up, let me back up. Always make sure of your portfolio risk, right? And this is what I teach my students. If you get stopped out of every position, don't never let that be more than 10% of your account. So if you got a $50,000 account, 10% is $5,000. All of the positions that you have, if you get stopped out of all of them, they better not be more than $5,000. What's up, Eric? What's up, my man? Happy hump day. Glad you're here. Lance, John, Eric. What's up? All right, but this is important. And I know a lot of you are, either watching this live or the replay or in my live coaching. So I'm going to stress this again. I don't care how boring people think it is, because I'm not here to like just entertain. I'm here to point out the reality, and I got some stuff to point out today. But understand, if you get stopped out of everything, and you could, don't never, oops, sorry, not 5%. Don't never let it be more than 10%. I was talking to somebody the other day that lost over $1 million on one trade. Oh, $1 million on one trade. Wiped him out. I don't want that to happen to you guys, okay? But so when I say I've been loading the boat, I have been adding in positions according to my portfolio risk. Very important. But let's talk about what was different today. Why is today so much different? Okay, so I don't know if a lot of you, watch the market throughout the day. I don't know, but what's been happening? You see these long wicks up here? What's been happening every day is the market has been opening up, right? And then reversing and sellers taking over. So it's opened up, 10, 15, 20. But by the end of the day, it was down 20, 30. Today, it opened up. It didn't gap way up. It opened up a little bit. I think it was like 6 points, 7 points. It sold off, and then it rised throughout the entire day. So this is the first day that we actually had sustained momentum. This is a big deal. Big deal. Now, let me share with you what else is a big deal. And again, I have been adding trades. They have been losing. They've been losing. I even got stopped out of 2 trades. One of them I re-entered, and I'm ready to go. So, if we get momentum follow through tomorrow, those trades are going to look nice. Nice. Couple things else. We've been entering trades since this blue line has been coming down. I told you guys many times, it's not about just putting on trades and putting on trades and putting on trades. It's about putting on trades at the right time. I do not care if you trade the squeeze. What I do care about is if you trade the squeeze when it's the best time to trade the squeeze. That's what matters. This was the best time to load the boat. Once it's already bounced for a couple of days, it's too late. It's too late. Here, let me just share with you guys. And again, this is a big deal. I'm doing this free on YouTube. So let me share with you, and I tell my students all the time, here was a problem that I had. I would enter trades, it would bounce. Hey, that's great. I would enter more trades. It would go up, I would enter more trades. And then I would enter more trades, and then what would happen is it would find resistance and it would roll over. These trades that I took down here, I would win. All these other trades, I would lose. So here's one of my mentors told me a long time ago. He said, why don't you just take trades when the market's at support? That's pretty common sense. You're like, what? Why don't you guys load the boat when the market is pulling back to support? Because if the market blasts off to the upside, and I don't know if it's going to happen, but I got a couple clues that tell me it might, those trades are going to rock. See, understanding where the market is huge. So today, let's talk about the clues, right? You guys are here. What are the clues? First clue, the market opened up and it went up the whole day. Every day it's been coming back. That's big time. That's big time. Clue number one. So again, it makes me happy because I got like a lot of trades, right? Now, let me show you something before I come back to this market. I'm in this trade. And again, I talk about this all the time in my live class. Lance, you know this. Today you were in there. I go at it, right? So look at this. I'm going to show you something. This is a trade that I took the other day. And when I say the other day, I mean the other day. Right here. I think I told you guys. I think I told you guys on a live, right? I think I did. Okay, look. So here we go. Remember what I told you guys. Let me make sure this is the weekly. Hey guys, thanks for being here. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. This is more value for free than you're going to get anywhere because everybody else is going to make you pay for it. All right. So let's kind of back out. All right, here we go. So I want to show you this Philip Morris, right? We know Philip Morris. So, sorry. Right here. Let me get my little drawing tools. What's up? What's up, everybody? Give me a high five, right? Because it's going to be good stuff. Okay, so look. Philip Morris was pulling back. Hey, that's cool. Look at that. Y'all see that little circle? Can you see it on the chart? I entered this trade, which happened to be the very bottom. The very bottom. And it's crazy, right? But here's the thing. It wasn't that crazy. I did it. I was telling you guys. Look, on the daily time frame, we pull back into a bull flag. I told you guys that I take this 1 hour chart. This is what I teach in my class all day. It's not the squeeze trade. It's a different trade. Cluster dot entered. Look what happened. Look at this Godzilla candle. I didn't know that was going to happen, obviously. But you know what? What's the most important thing that I tell you guys all the time? Take shots. Small losses, big wins. That's the only thing that matters. I will take that trade all day long when I have market permission. One day. Look, I'm going to show you. Okay, Philip Morris. I got into this trade, and you know I risked $250. This account is like 50,000 bucks. Most of my students have around this amount of money. It would be stupid for me to trade $1 million when they don't even have $1 million. That's dumb. So I'm trying to be realistic, right? 50 grand. We risk $250 on these call option trades, which is like 0.5%. Small, baby. Look, that's fine. I bought $2.50, September 14th. Today is September the 15th. One day. One day. That option, look, that option today, I mean, the spread's wider now. It wasn't that wide earlier. It's 5 million, but 291, right? 291, it's like 60%. So this particular trade is up 60%. Well, it's not quite 60. Earlier it was a lot more, but it's up a lot. It's only been one day. So my point is, if the market bounces, and we're not done, we're going to give you a lot of clues. A lot of clues, right? If the market follows through tomorrow, what the heck do you think is going to happen to Philip Morris? It's going to shoot up like a rocket ship. And I'm going to be up probably 80 to 90% in 2 days. When is the last time you guys had 80% on a call option? I mean, maybe some of you have it a lot, but that's pretty hard, right? So anyway, clue number one. What's clue number two? Clue number two is, well, we're at the 50, which we've talked about that. Every time it's got to the 50, look what's happened. But here's clue number two. This blue line, you see it? Let me zoom in for you guys. This is the Forecast Pro. It's not available yet, but it will be very soon. And when we come down into the lower zone, look what happens. This didn't quite make it. Look, every time this has come to the lower zone, recently it's bounced. Today, it popped out of the zone. I started loading up trades so today, the short-term momentum and the micro momentum popped out of the zone. That's clue number 2, right? We got the momentum finally left the zone. We had a bounce that didn't fade. Now, what's another clue for my ready, aim, fire friends? Today, we got a green ready. Okay, we haven't had that in a long ass time. Look, the last time we had a green ready was 4 months ago. So what is a green ready? I'm going to be doing a video. Oh my gosh, wait to see the video I got coming Tuesday. I think I'm going to do it Tuesday. First sign of exhaustion. So we had price action sustain its momentum finally. Came into the 50, not finally, it pulled down into 50. The blue line and the orange line left the lower zone. That's huge. And we got our first green ready in 4 months. Green ready is first sign of exhaustion. It's late. Okay? By the time this bounces, we'll be hooked up. Let's go look at another clue. And again, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but I'll tell you what. If it bounces, I got a lot of trades. They haven't been doing so good. Right? But we got the clues. Let's go look at the Aussie. I'm going to show you. Again, I got some good stuff for you guys, man. I mean, this is free. All right. So today on the Aussie, we had a hammer. Okay. So I'd like for it to be a little bit more bullish, but we still got a hammer. Let me zoom in here. Right. You guys know we look at this pair. This is a leading indicator. Okay. It's a leading indicator, or the market cannot sustain a rally without this pair. The Australian dollar versus the Japanese yen. Okay, I'm going to show you a clue that I just saw right now. Number 1, when this pair is going up, the Australian dollar strong. The Australian dollar strong, people are happy. They invest. Our stock market goes up. When this pair goes down, the Japanese yen is strong. Our market goes down. Today it was a hammer. Okay, y'all know in candlestick theory, right? It's a bullish candle. I would have liked to see it with a little more juice. But let me point out something. You see this little green dot? So let's kind of look it down here, guys. Hey, thanks for being here. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Kind of doing that little pause. Also, if you're interested in any of the indicators that I'm talking about, down below in the description, you'll see the link to get them. You guys know me, and this is my plug. Just give me a couple seconds to talk about it. I appreciate you guys. Kind of got to stop and interrupt. The Ready, Aim, Fire Pro, the Squeeze Pro, Simpler Trading, that's their indicators. And all of y'all know who Simpler Trading is. But you guys know, down below, if you get those indicators through my link and you email me, I'm not going to know unless you email me with the proof that you got it. I'm going to send you all the bonuses down below. So you can go buy the indicator and get the indicator and be happy. Or you can buy the indicator through me and you still get the indicator, but now I'm going to hook you up with some custom codes and all sorts of good stuff. All right, let's get back into the show. I got to do that, guys. Help support the channel, right? So you see these dots right here. What's that? It's an intermediate confirmation signal. Okay, it's a bullish continuation pattern. Now, we got that a couple of days ago. It doesn't have to reverse on a dime. I'm going to explain this indicator when I'm done, and I'm going to do training videos on it. It's going to freak y'all out. But right now we're just talking about it. There's a lot going on. But if you notice, we've got this right here. When price is going down and this indicator is going up, it's called a bullish divergence. That is a sign that the momentum to the downside is coming to a slowdown. Doesn't have to reverse on a dime, but it's coming to a slowdown. It's a clue, right? What else do we see? I see the orange line divergence. I see the blue line divergence. So all of the momentum's coming together. Why does this matter? Well, we need this to bounce. For our market to get a sustained rally, this has to bounce. So I would say clue number 3, but it wasn't that powerful, but we do got some positive signs, right? But looking back at the market, let me back out real quick. We've got everything is ripe. Everything is ripe for an up move. And you guys notice something else? You see this yellow thrust bar? You can't see it, but it's a yellow thrust bar. It's like this. Can y'all see this? It's like a yellow square. What that is, it's the momentum's building up. It's like a caution, right? So what it tells you is that the trend is starting to intensify. But because it's yellow, we don't know if it's going to intensify to the downside or the upside. But we look at the clues. It's pulling back into support, right? All the stuff that I just talked about. Yellow thrust bar. There's a higher probability that we're going to shoot up. It's not 100%. It's a higher probability. So let's go look at the sectors today. I want to look at several things. Oh, no. Y'all don't go nowhere. Okay. I'm going to start to freak y'all out. So let me tell you what you're looking at. And whoever's watching this, you guys, if y'all still here, this is money in the bank. 4 hour, 15 minute. MES. Okay. So I got some things coming, but one of the things I do want to talk about, another clue, this was another clue, is on the 4 hour, the S&P, because MES is the same, it's entering into a squeeze, right? It's at support. It's entering a squeeze. What does this mean? Well, let's back it up, because I'm going to start hitting you guys with stuff that you're like, oh, really? I'm going to freak you out, but not yet, because I'll do it later. But everybody knows the squeeze, right? Volatility's contracting. Things are getting quiet. But let's take a step back. Let me tell you what's really going on in the squeeze. What's really going on is institutions, not me and you, institutions. This is where they're making their battle plans for how they're going to take the trend. What you guys need to think about the squeeze is not only is it quiet, but this is the contraction phase. It's the phase that institutions are deciding what they're going to do. Okay? That's why it's quiet. What you've got to do is learn how to think like them. You got to learn how to think like them. And there's clues. If you notice, this chart is different. There's no moving averages, nothing. I have the squeeze. I'm going to put the Ready Aim Fire, but I have the Forecast Pro. So what this is telling me right now is things are getting quiet on the 4 hour. Institutions are thinking about how they want to take this, where we're going to move it, right? I'm going to start talking about the different phases that the market makes, the contraction, the expansion, and the trending phase. But I want to share with you, look when it was in a squeeze. It's the contraction. They haven't decided which way they're going to take it. Once they exploded out of that phase, we enter the expansion phase. And the expansion phase is where retail traders, you, me, and we get killed. I'm going to go into so much detail about this. And for those of you in my class, Lance, I know you are, we talked about this today. We talked, and you have no idea what's coming. Okay, you will start to look at the squeeze completely different. For those of you that are in my class, you will look at it different. I'm telling you. But here we go. So right now, the big boys are battle planning. So you and me, we've got to watch the clues. And I'm not talking about just the squeeze fires. That doesn't mean nothing. How many of you have been in a squeeze and it fired against you, you got stopped out, and then it went right back up? So forget that. there are clues that when it leaves this phase, okay, then we're going to focus on the expansion phase. And the expansion phase is where the big boys take your money, right? They're accumulating their positions while you're getting stopped out. And then they take the trend up. So what we've got to see is, how are the big boys going to play this game? Because if the big boys decide to take this up, they might push it back and stop your ass out first. Okay, there's no guarantee it's going to go straight up. Okay, but that's big because think about it. We're at support. If we can see what they're doing, and again, this is the 15-minute, because I also do a lot of stuff on a 15-minute, which for those of you in my school, I'm going to go really deep. For those of you on YouTube, I'm going to introduce you to topics that you ain't going to find anywhere, or at least they're not going to explain it like me. So here's the thing. If they decide to take it up, all those trades that we entered, going to be huge. So I'm happy because right now it's quiet. It's quiet. Yes, it was a big up day, but we're in a squeeze. Institutions are deciding what they're going to do. If they want to take this down, we got to know. And we're going to know based on the 15-minute. For those of you in my class tomorrow, I'm going to go into some serious detail about this. Okay? So you guys just pay attention. And for those of you in my YouTube, hey, I'm going to start introducing you guys all sorts of cool stuff. So Philip Morris, we rock Philip Morris, right? Oh, energy. Look at this energy, right? So energy finally started to move. How can you guys take advantage of this? Look at this. So energy, and if you guys watch oil, you would notice. Look at CL. You guys watch oil? I look at oil every day. Look at that. I entered oil right here. Right there. Look at it. Boom. It broke out. So look at the energy sector. It broke out. So how can you make money? Simple. Go look at the stocks in the energy sector. Look. Let me show you. I'm going to show you what I did. Oil's breaking out. Energy is oil. It's been lagging. Sector rotation. So look, these are the top 10 holdings in the energy sector. PSX. This is really lagging. So just think about oil for a minute. CVX. CVX, it has not broke out yet. Okay? It's behind. If you're going to buy something, are you going to buy something when it's already way up here? Or are you going to buy something before? Okay? I don't know. Before, I would think. This one, Kimmy, or was it Kinder Morgan? Valero hasn't broke out yet, but it's close. Now watch it. ExxonMobil, I entered ExxonMobil today. Trend trade. Right here. ExxonMobil breaking out. Oil's breaking out. I'm going to trend trade this one. I'm going to ride it all the way up to the top. MPC. I'm going to show you a couple good ones, though. Where's this one? COP. Look at this. COP, ConocoPhillips is leading. It's broke out. So I got in oil ahead of the game, right? If oil's breaking out, look at Schlumberger. You guys trade Schlumberger? Schlumberger's right there. Oil's broke out. The energy sector broke out. Schlumberger, all these are big. Get them in before. And all you can set your stop loss down here. Just ride it. Right? Oxy. Look at this little bastard. Bam. Broke out today. So go through your sectors and look to see what the sectors are doing. Ugly. Basic materials. It's in a squeeze. Ugly. Financials. Look, financials are in a squeeze, right? Financials are in a squeeze. It's right at the 50 moving average. When it's in a squeeze, again, things are quiet, setting up for their next move. One of the things I highly encourage you guys to do is go look at the bigger picture, right? Because lots of times when the squeeze fires against you, if you look at the bigger picture, you're going to see for example, let's say the bigger picture is going up. Like let's say a monthly squeeze fired. I don't know. Momentum's going up. You're in a squeeze. Check this out. Has this ever happened to you? You set your stop loss here. It comes down. It picks you off. And then it goes right like this. And you're like, what the heck? There's a reason, right? And for those of you in my class, I'm going to really open your eyes to the squeeze because I might get you to look at it a little bit differently. Okay? A more effective way that I found. Technology was up today. Look, technology is bouncing. That's good. I'm not going to go through all of this stuff, but I want you to go through this. Remember, part of the reason I do this live show is I do a market review. I give you my thoughts on the market. We look at the Japanese yen. We look at the VIX. The VIX was down today. Yeah, VIX was down today. We can look at bonds. You know, we look at the sectors, give you guys ideas. But then I'm going to stop and tell you, now you need to do your job. Your job is to go through your watch list tonight. Go through your watch list tonight and look for setups. You should have already been looking for setups, okay? Because once this market moves, it's going to move fast. Transportation, ugly. Healthcare. Look, you think a lot of people got stopped out? You know, it broke, it squeezed fire to the downside short. People got stopped out. Let's go look at the weekly. What's going on with the weekly? Look at this. You see anything wrong with the weekly? Hey, we got 10 people here. Let me know who's here. Let me know. This is a badass shit, dude. It's badass stuff. Sorry about my language, I don't know, but this is some cool stuff. So look at the week. When in doubt, zoom out. The weekly trend is up. I want you to notice something here. This was the last squeeze. This was our contraction phase on the weekly. What is the contraction phase? That means institutions are forming their game plan, which way they want to take it. You don't know, I don't know. Okay, but the phase that comes after is called the expansion phase, and that's where people get obliterated. Right now, we're trending. If the weekly's trending up, first of all, don't trade to the downside on the daily. But here's something you guys, I'm going to give you a little tip real quick. Gosh, I'm going to do it. So let me tell you something. Okay. Stay with me. This is going to be huge for you guys. And it's free. I'm not even charging. Just subscribe to the channel. Okay. So the weekly, the market has 3 phases: contraction, expansion, trending. 99% of the people out there get crucified in the expansion phase. That's where you guys are getting killed. I get killed there too. Our job is to recognize what phase we're in. Okay, are we in the expansion phase? The expansion phase is where we accumulate like the institutions. So here's the thing. If the weekly trend is up, the bias is up, and it's up until we enter another tweet. Let me go back. Don't go nowhere. Again, go somewhere if you want, but you ain't going to get this information anywhere. Let me kind of go back out. Okay, let me just back out. I want to get this thought out real quick for you guys. And for those of you who are here, I appreciate you. For those of you in my class, I know Lance, you are. It's over, bro. It's game on. So we entered a squeeze here. What that means, let's backtrack. They're formulating a game plan behind the scenes. You don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. My money's not going to move the chart, and I doubt your money's going to move the chart. Their money's going to move the chart. So they're formulating their plan. Then they're going to put it in the expansion phase. This is the weekly chart, okay? The expansion phase is where you get obliterated. Then it's the trending phase. And it's going to trend until the next squeeze. Okay, 3 phases. That's it. Every market has 3 phases. Your job is to decide what phase is it in and trade accordingly. Now, it's trending until we go into another squeeze. So our bias is to the upside. Now, I'm going to show you something that gets a lot of people. So now if we go to the daily, your best bet when it's in a squeeze is wait for the squeeze to fire against you. What? What'd you say? That's weird. I'm trading the daily time frame, but I want the squeeze to fire against me? Yes. Here's the reason why. And again, for those of you in my school, don't worry. I'm going to talk in depth about this. And this can be applied to crypto, Forex, options, the whole shebang. So, since your bias is to the upside, you only have business going to the upside. So what you do, instead of building your position in a squeeze like everybody else and then getting stopped out like a sucker, let it go against you. And then look at your indicators or your momentum shift or your clues, and then you jump in. You jump in when everybody else is getting stopped out. So it's against the way you know it. If the bigger bias is up, I want to catch it because here's the deal. When it's in a squeeze, it's in a contraction phase. We're in the expansion phase right now. The squeeze fired to the downside. Yes, the red fired black. We're in the expansion phase. I need to accumulate my position in the expansion phase, and it might do this and then take off. But everybody else is getting stopped out. So what I want is I really want it to come down even farther, right? Come down farther. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my drawing items. Come down farther, get a ready, aim, fire, right? Get some type of divergence moment and pick it up down here. Again, a lot of people get suckered into the squeeze. But how many times you get in a squeeze and it stops you out and then it reverses back up? That's what they're doing, man. They're doing it on purpose. And again, it's kind of for those of you in my class, I'm going to go really deep in this concept, especially on like a day trading standpoint. But just think, have you ever been in a squeeze and got stopped out? And then immediately or a couple bars later, it went right back in your direction. You're like, God damn, fake out. They're doing it on purpose. Because here's the deal. If the bigger trend's up, what you want to do is you want to take advantage of all the liquidity and all these people's stop losses. So what you do is you wait for the squeeze to fire against you, and then you pick it up. Okay? Then you pick it up. So I'm going to show you guys something. Look at this. Back it out. Let's go back to the MES. Okay, I want to show you something. So we were in expansion phase. It went to the downside, right? So we're trending to the downside. I'm only going to trade to the downside. You see this squeeze? You see that squeeze? What do you think everybody did? Well, this went down and went back up. Boom, it broke out. People bought right there. People bought, right? They're like, oh, it's going up. The squeeze. I sold right there because my bias is down and you sell above. And look what happened. Bam. What the fuck? I'm going to show you another one. This was a 15-minute chart. Okay, check this out. All right, let's look at it again. So my bias is down. I'm only trading to the downside until it resets. Once it resets, I back off. Guess what? It's resetting. I don't know which way it's going to go. But once this left the contraction phase, look at this. You see that squeeze? How many people bought it? They're going to ride it to the promised land. I came in and shorted it right there. And bam! Then I shorted it right there. Bam. So what you got to understand is the market goes through phases. Your job is to find out what phase we're in. How can you take advantage of that? For those of you in my school, don't you worry. I'm going to be teaching you this concept every day. So I'll kind of leave you with this thought. First of all, John, I appreciate you, brother. There's nobody, they're going to make you pay. What I'm telling you today, and again, I just want to help you guys. If you join my school, you join my school. If you don't, you don't. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I want you in there, but that's okay. I'm going to give you value. But if you're in my school, we're going to be extensively focusing on the market phases, recognizing what phase we're at, how we can take advantage of everybody else, how we can think like an institution, how we can use the Squeeze Pro, the Ready Aim Fire Pro, the Market Forecast, or the Forecast Pro to our advantage to get the suckers. Because 99% of people lose. We don't want to be that 99%. So if you're trading squeeze trades right now and you're constantly losing, there's a problem. There's a reason why. You can continue to do what you do. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can at least come back here. Hey, if you want to join us, join us. You know, I teach live classes. I got a course. It's game on. And they have no idea what's coming. I have like zoned in on this because again, a lot of people, the squeeze, they're like, oh, I like the squeeze. Why does it fake me out? There's a reason it fakes you out. There's a damn reason, man. All right, so we need the market to bounce. So all of you cross your fingers tonight for the market to bounce so it can help me. I got like 1,000 trades. No, I don't have 1,000 trades. No, I don't. But all the clues are telling me, hey, we might finally get that bounce. For the 4-hour time frame, we're in no man's land, right? Institutions are setting up for their next move. I got to watch out for the next phase because the next phase is where people get screwed. And then once it goes in the trending phase, if they decide to take it up, then on the smaller time frame, I'm focused on that way. Only. And all of the trades that I've been taking that everybody's like, you're so damn stupid, which I ain't stupid. I'm just trading the probabilities, right? Everything's in our favor, guys. We got thrust bars. We got freaking, follow throughs. We got all that stuff that I've already talked about. You use this to your advantage. I wish every one of you a good day tomorrow. I hope you tear it up. All right? If you're looking for any of the indicators through Simpler that I offer, hey, get them down below. I'll hook you up. You help me, I help you. You get my course, it's game on. You get my live coaching, game on. If you have any questions about anything, email me. Lance, I know you're in there. John, I know you're in the alerts group. You're in the coaching, I think. We got a lot of stuff coming. You guys have a great day. I got to run. I've been on this bad boy for a long time. Hey, tomorrow I'm going to, I got an email, remember, about this person that can making all this money. All this fucking money, right? Get this email, a millionaire. Well, we're gonna look at that video tomorrow and I'm gonna review it because I don't believe a damn thing they say. I'm gonna find out for myself. Maybe they know something that we all don't know. Hey, guess what? I'm always open to learn, right? All right, everybody. Let me just do this really quick. Hey, thanks so much for being here. Trade more. Okay, trade more. This is my Monday, Wednesday, and Friday live class. I'm your host, Jeff Moore. Hey, if you appreciated the value that I provided, reward me by subscribing to the channel. Hit that little bell to be notified whenever I shoot a brand new video. And check down in the description and have a great day. Peace out, everybody. We'll see y'all for the video tomorrow. Then we'll see you Friday. Peace.